I'm Steve Meldy. I'm pastor of Christ Presbyterian Church in Tucson, Arizona. We're in the midst of a Lenten worship series looking at the crowns that Christ wore and how he turned the crown of thorns into a crown of glory. Really looking at what were the thorns that Jesus faced in his life that we also face. How did he face them so that we can learn from him to face them in our own lives? And on Sunday the 14th of February, we started looking at the thorns that he faced of betrayal, denial, and rejection. Something any of us have the opportunity to face when we risk love and relationships. That sometimes the people that we love the most and who love us the most are the ones who end up betraying us, denying us, or even rejecting us. How did Jesus get through those moments when Judas betrayed him, when Peter denied him, when a young guy comes to him and says, "I want to be with God," and Jesus says, "Then sell everything you have and come follow me," and the man walked away sadly? It had to be hard, just as it's hard for us. There's a modern day book by Miguel Ruiz called The Four Agreements. One of the four agreements that Miguel Ruiz lays out is to not take anything personally. And I think in some ways that's what Jesus did. He decided that he had a journey to walk. It was his journey to take. He invited others to go with him. He loved them on the way. And if they betrayed him, denied him, rejected him, what he knew was that this was his journey. And just as he had his own journey, they had theirs. So he honored them. He didn't take it personally. That when they betrayed him, when they denied him, when he rejected them, he didn't take it personally. He knew it was about them. It wasn't about him. They could have chosen something else, but they didn't. Because in their journey, that's what they chose to make. Jesus kept going in his journey because he didn't take it personally, and you can do the same thing. When people betray you, deny you, reject you, it's not about you. It's about them. It's about what they're choosing in their lives. You need to choose to continue to walk your journey of love. Stay in the light, just like Jesus did. It's not easy. It's a huge challenge to not take things personally. But when you learn that lesson, you will end up taking the steps of Jesus. And it's kind of amazing what happened after all of that. All of these thousands of years later, I find him so inspiring, so compelling, that I want my steps of my journey to be like his. And so I commit myself to him. And in the midst of my life, when people may reject me, may deny me, knowing me, may betray me, what I know is that that's about them. It's not about me. And so I don't take it personally. Yeah, I get hurt. But I get up, I move on, and I stay committed to the journey I have in Jesus Christ. And I pray somehow you learn that lesson. Because those thorns that Jesus faced became jewels in a crown of glory on that day of resurrection, when he showed the people his incredible love. May you do the same. Join us each Sunday as we look at some of these different thorns and how Jesus turned that crown of thorns into a crown of glory.